to stream to Facebook.
The meeting is
cursor is
being
moving.
a live stream ready.
Now it's setting up meeting.
It says the meeting is now live stream on Facebook.
It's stream already, is it?
It says here over here. Yeah. So,
yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Hello, Lili. Good to see you again.
Hi,
so fast,
Lynn.
after 1 week.
Nice. Yeah. So nice to see you again. And hi, everybody that is watching us live on our Facebook today. I hope you all really had your dinner. It's already 9 o'clock, so don't starve yourself. Always make sure that you have a good dinner. Yep. Because the body needs food. So I think Lynn want to share with us something today.
Yes. So we are back to this series of Retire, Healthy, Happy, and Wise. So this is the second session, whereby today we are talk about, how to keep yourself healthy when you are in the journey of retiring to retirement. Okay, but before that, let me give a very quick introduction of myself again, so that my audience here know who they are listening to. Hi, in the correct dosages for busy professionals. And Lili, would you like to give a quick introduction of yourself as well before we start?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Lynn. This is Lili here, and I'm a Kashikoi Trader. By Kashikoi, what it means in Japanese is stand for wise. And why I trade, what do I trade in? Basically, I am more into options trading because in options trading, I find that it's really, really powerful. And using the right strategy, the risk is low, but the return is high. So I think I will not say further at this point. So we'll just proceed with what we want to share today. Yeah, Lynn, you want to share first?
Right. So the options, let's leave it to another day's topic. Okay.
Yes.
But it definitely sounds like a doable strategy for retiring as well as retired people who wants to double their hand at investing. Okay. So basically, I've shared my screen on what we're going to share today. Lili, can you see the screen?
Very good. I can see very well. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So for our audience here today, this is actually a Facebook group that we have created for the theme of Retire, Happy, Healthy, and Wise. So if you have not joined us yet, feel free to like us and share this particular Facebook group. So later I'll also drop the link in the post so that it's easy for you to click. Okay, so let's go down the day's proper today. So basically today, right, our pillar that we want to talk about will be health. Okay, how to retire healthy and stay healthy in retired life as well. So we are going to go through some questions, like for example, the concerns faced, the possible solutions, and the resources, which later we will also suggest. And the audience here, if you have any experiences to share, by all means, please type in and share with us, okay? Because we will also love to hear from you. And this is what that Retire group is all about, isn't it, Lili? Is to create that community, right? Maybe you can share more.
Yes, actually, we've created this retiree group with the purpose for all retirees. Whether you retired this year, last year, or maybe future, or anybody who really wants to share about anything on retirement. And then in this group, there is really what you want to share. It could be like things that you enjoy, like gardening, reading, or even post something that you probably have seen, or maybe like your the cooking that you've done, or some kind of anything healthy tips as well, or anything that you like. Basically, it's more like a community that we kind of create for retirees together, but not like in the community center, but actually gather online, and you can actually just feel free to share whatever you want to share. It's just like a community for retirees together. So that's our purpose when we started it out. So we really hope that y'all can share, join our community and actually start to share you know, your daily living, your daily lives, anything. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's right. I totally agree because I think retirement is very unique to individual. So it'll be very, very interesting to hear different people's, retirement journey, and then what are the concerns faced, okay, and then possible solutions that we could offer to the community so that everybody can also take a leaf out from each other's book and then do better for their own retirement journey.
Correct.
Okay, so for today, right? Back to our topic focus, which is healthy. I just want to start by sharing, a picture of a cyclist. Okay. So basically why I show this cyclist picture is because in my own home, I live with my retired parents and parents-in-law. Okay. And my dad-in-law, he until today still cycles at least an hour a day. I think his stamina is better than me, despite his age, about age 89 already this year. Yeah. So I think it is possible to be healthy and mobile when somebody is even nearing age 90 today. You just need to, continue to keep active. What do
Yes,
you think, Lily?
I totally agree. Actually, when we retire doesn't mean that life stops at retirement. No, actually, when you retire, there's a lot of things that you can actually do to keep your life going. And it's a time for you to really find yourself and really do the things that you want. You know, if you really enjoy reading, just do pick up the book and do reading this and that, or even gardening. Sometimes when we're working, we don't have time to do gardening. Like let's say you like let's say for myself, right? Actually, I like plants a lot as well. Sometimes every time I see a plant, let's say I go and shop, then I'll just look and look see. Then sometimes I'll just buy one, and then just bring it home. So, but just that, of course, staying in HDB flat, I don't have place, for a lot of plants, but I just enjoy it. So retirement is something that you can actually, put into place something that you enjoy doing, and it keeps you active, lah, basically. Mm.
Yeah, actually, I digress a little bit. Okay, it doesn't mean HDB doesn't have space for plants, Lily. And I think, with some creativity, you do your vertical garden. It can be done one. Like for example, I've ever done before, to replant chai sim, chai sim,
Okay.
just from the stem, that
Mm.
I don't cook. Okay, so I just replanted and it managed to grow into flowers. Very nice. And then those flowers you can eat one. Really, and they're very
Yeah,
nutritious,
okay.
much better than the leaf. Okay, so but anyway, that's digress. So we come back to maybe the gardening will be another topic for another day. Okay, but for today, we come back to healthy, and as we have just shared, right, it's totally possible to still remain healthy and active in retirement years. Okay, and some of the tips, right, that we would like to share on how individuals can keep themselves still healthy to a very ripe old age, right, are these few the following below. So like for example, sleep. Okay, personally I think sleep is very important, but
Yes, yes.
it's a luxury to me and nowadays I think, and to a lot of people as well. But regardless, this is something that I feel is important enough to highlight here for our audience. Yeah. So in fact, for sleep, right? Later on, I will also share
Correct.
a tip on why, on how you can sleep better, actually, to help you in your health. Okay. So how many hours of sleep do you sleep really per day?
How is it?
How many
Oh,
hours?
well, it will, I mean, on weekdays, usually I sleep quite little, max about 6. Yeah. And weekends, I try to sleep about 7 hours. Yeah. Just that sometimes it's just very tiring, not enough. Yeah. Because sometimes it is the mind. Yeah. You can be lying down, but the mind can be active. So if the mind is active, no amount of sleep is enough. you know. So when you really sleep, try to, you know, not think about anything, you know, and forget about work, forget about anything, you know, and just try to really, really, really relax and sleep well. I think you mentioned correctly is that sleep is really, really important because when we sleep, our body also generate, you know, goes into momentum to actually heal our body, this and that. Yeah, but we'll not share anything on the healing part here today. Yeah. So yes, sleep is important, and if we can sleep 8 hours, that's even better still. But
Yeah,
it's luxury now.
correct, correct. I know people have different hours of sleep that they need. Generally, like it ranges from between about 6 to 9. So
Mm,
for me, normally it should be 8 hours, but I sleep lesser than that. But I still try not to sleep lesser than 7 if I can. Yeah.
yeah,
And
correct,
in this,
correct.
yeah, right. In terms of sleep, I think one thing that all of us can note is to have a sleep schedule,
Mm,
perhaps. So
mm,
when you set out a schedule, right, it's sort of like it's able to help you to be able to get the number of sleep that you need to be rested well. Yeah. Then we move to diet.
mm,
Actually, diet is also very important, huh? To keep healthy in when you are, in retire.
yeah,
Actually, it's not just in retirement, it's any age.
correct, correct.
So
But I think
yeah.
you're right in the sense that especially when we get older, right, our
Hmm.
metabolism rate actually declines. And then sometimes you realize that you can't eat that much anymore. You eat a little bit already full. So it's all the more even more important to eat the right food for your body because
I,
you cannot eat so much. So you must eat it right. So it's nourishes by your body as well. So diet is really important. Don't eat too much, eat enough, you know, healthy food as well.
yeah. Actually, I totally agree. But sometimes I also hear people who tell me, because sometimes you see in my line of work, right, I deal with different people. So when we share experiences, other people should share with me. So some of them, right, that are more elderly would tell me that I just eat what I like because simply I do not know how long more do I get to be able to enjoy. So,
Yeah.
in that kind of situation, yeah, it's really very individual as well. But by and large, in general, I would say that I tend to agree with Lily that eat the right foods and in the right amount
Mm,
at the right time.
yes.
It's also very important because
Correct.
in fact, before we go on this Facebook Live, right, on with my daughter, she was asking me, about brunch. And then she was also asking me, is there a liner? That means, brunch is between breakfast and lunch, right? So she was
Yes.
trying to find a word for between lunch and dinner. So,
Liner.
so I was telling her that, she can go and coin her own terms. But in general, personally, right, I'm like thinking maybe next time, I would try to have my dinner before 5 p.m. That is something that I
Wow.
intend to do. Yeah, but not now lah.
Wow.
Now
Okay.
cannot.
Okay. Okay. That's
But
good.
working towards that. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's good.
yeah, and in terms of diet, right? Actually, there's one power spice that I would like to introduce to the audience, which is turmeric.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Do you like turmeric, Lily?
Not really.
You don't It's actually like a purple food. And
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
yeah, and there's lots of research around it. You can read it up. But the reason why I wanted to introduce to the audience here today is because a lot of the illnesses, right, that the human body has is due to inflammation, and
Mm.
the active in turmeric actually can reduce the inflammation in the body, and hence will
Ah,
reduce the chance of illness. Yeah. So that's
right.
just a little
Okay.
tip lah. Yeah.
Okay.
So now
Okay.
we move. Ah, exercise. Okay, the
Correct.
third
Exercise.
thing could potentially keep ourselves Right, it's
Right,
exercise.
right.
Remember last week, Lily, you
I
mentioned you
mentioned,
do some exercise, right?
yes, yes, yes. I mean, for me is I feel that no matter how busy we are, it's good to do a little bit of exercise. Yeah. So for myself, before I get out of bed, I try to do a little bit of exercise while on the bed, like stretch my leg, do like air cycling, you know. Yeah, yeah. And then even like I know I'm a bit lazy, right? I do sit up on the bed. But it's okay because I do feel the tightening of the abdomen area as well. But to me, is that it's okay rather than not do anything. Yeah. So I do a daily exercise on needed as well. Yeah. Because once I get out of bed, I start to be busy with other things, so I'll forget. So I'll make sure I do it while I'm on the bed. Then I get up. So about different exercises, but probably max is about 7 to 10 minutes, and then I'll get up of it. So I think it's good to make it
Okay.
as a habit or a daily routine, like what you just now said. It could be cycling, it could be walking, brisk walking, anything as long as you make just you move your body. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, I totally agree with you. Anything will do so long as it is a routine that, we do consistently. And in fact,
yeah.
pertaining to this, I have a recommendation. Okay, we talk about a sleep
Turmeric just
schedule,
now.
right?
Yep.
And turmeric.
Mm,
Correct. And this
mm,
is that Nico slow jogging. It is
mm.
actually introduced to me by one of my mentors.
Yeah.
So the link is there. It's a YouTube link. But I think the slow jogging, right? Why I like it is because it's not harmful to the knees. Okay.
Correct.
The usual jogging, right, that we do, I used to do jogging as well, but I find that it's not so good for the knees, especially if you jog along the road. Okay. If you jog at the stadium, it's still not too bad, but stadium, um, there's certain material on the ground that can absorb the shock. Yeah. But by and large lah, I think the slow jogging is something that is easy and less damaging to the knees that a lot of people can do as well. So I put up this, I reshare this YouTube link.
Mm,
Maybe later on after we finish this, I'll also
mm.
post it in the group so that
Yeah.
people can go and take a
Correct.
look at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So for this Nicole, right, slow jogging, the idea of it is that when you are doing slow jogging, you will should be able to communicate and talk. Let's say you have somebody jogging beside you, right? You should be able to talk without like feeling out of breath. That is how it should be done. I mean, if we are doing slow jogging, we're doing it wrongly and not be able to talk at the same time, and and if our breath like runs out, means we are doing it wrongly. So that's the gauge lah of doing it correctly. Yeah. Okay. So you post the
Watch
link
the
later on.
video.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the video will teach how to do it the correct way. Very
Okay.
interesting. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's what we have lah for this session for
Yeah.
those three tips,
Correct.
on how one can actually keep themselves still healthy from
Mm,
the retiring to the retirement journey.
correct.
And
Correct.
here is just a little bit of airtime for the courses that we do. So like for example, tomorrow I actually conduct a course on how people want to retire 10 years earlier can learn some skills and knowledge. So if they want to, they can go to this link to register, which I'll also put up in the post later. And also just now, Lily mentioned we have set up this retiring group, right? So
Yes.
that Facebook link
Mm,
there. Yeah. So we will actually put it up as well.
mm.
And
I mean,
okay.
it's good that maybe I can chip in a bit here, right? If you are retiring or you have retired, I mean, sometimes you feel so lost, don't know what to do. You feel so alone, especially with this COVID-19. Sometimes you feel so stuck at home, right? And reach out in the Facebook group, join us, and you can actually make friends while online. Yeah, it's really like I said, it's like a safe environment for retirees to just like chit chat and feel comfortable in a community which is online community. Yeah, so that was the objective of why we created the group for retirees to feel comfortable, and not necessarily have to be at a CC or things that you can mix with people, but at least online. Because like a lot of people, the younger generation, they like to do social media connection, right? But the older generation, the retirees, sometimes they do not know where to go. So that is the objective why we created that group. So join us, yeah, if you are really a retiree or even planning to retire. Yeah.
Exactly. So even Lili, right, will have a proven strategy to generate low risk, high return side hustle income as well for those people who are retired or going into retirement to actually learn, because this is a side hustle kind of a strategy that they can do on top of whatever day job or activities that they are holding currently. Yeah. And this webinar is coming up on the 19th of November.
I need to correct a bit. I need to correct a bit. The time is actually 9 o'clock, not 7:30.
I see. Okay, and no problem. But I'm quite sure when they click the link, right?
Yeah, because sometimes if they forgot, they overlook the timing, then they think it's 7:30. Yeah, but it's good. Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. So anyway, we will post a link later.
Yes,
so that whoever that wants to learn, for the knowledge, and then maybe this may resonate with them, then they can take it a step further as well. Okay,
certainly.
Yeah. And actually, just to round off for our audience here today, to thank them for listening to us, I actually have this free gift here, which is actually an ebook. And what this ebook does is actually it lists down, the 8 costly surprises in retirement that everybody should know about. Yeah. So have a read, go and download, have a read, so that you'll be better prepared, for your retirement in time to come, and not be hit by these 8 costly surprises.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lynn. But before I share a little bit of what I agree with this, maybe if you are still watching us, maybe give us a like or button if you're from Singapore. If you're from Malaysia, maybe give us a heart button, or if from anywhere else, heart or like will do. Yeah, okay. So why I say that I kind of agree that this book looks really, really interesting is because it says 8 costly surprises. Costly surprises. I think sometimes a lot of us we thought, or rather we think that we are well prepped for retirement, but lo and behold, when we actually go into retirement, we may be really, really surprised what we do not know. So the writer must have actually, in this case, it's Lynn, right? She has written 8 costly surprises. She would have actually, because I believe in her line of work, she actually coached a lot of people, and she has really seen what are the struggles that some of the retirees have gone through. That's why she came up with this. So I think if you are planning to go into retirement, I think it's good to actually take a look at this book, because it really shortcut your so-called retirement plan, because you may not know what are the things you do not know until you are there. So, but this book already, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, Aline, because I'm not read the book yet. This book would actually tell you to actually look out for what are the things that people has actually gone, ahead of you, who has actually got caught by surprises. So I think to me, this is a good book to read. Yeah. So if you, someone is free, so why not?
Yeah, absolutely right, Lily. So these are like, the 8 common surprises that retirees find themselves in. So why I come up with it is really to sound the alarm early, so that people can prepare for it lah. And then they can actually have better peace of mind when they retire. So if you haven't read the book, Lily, you go and download it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna download. I'm gonna download as well. I mean, to me, is very important, because when you have retired, then you find that hey, there are things that I do not know, and it's causing me my retirement. I think I'll be very, very sad, and I'll be very, very
Right.
sad. So I rather, know what are the things that will surprise me, that going to cause me, and prep for it before I truly, truly
No, you're
retire.
absolutely right. Because even when we have strategies, right, to earn side income, as a hustler and things like that, we also don't want to be caught by surprise. Okay, so it's
Correct.
always good to be well prepared, lah.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
No harm, no harm to know. Yeah, no harm to
right.
know. Yeah.
All right. So I think that is what we have for today. Before we go off, Lily, do you have anything to wrap up? Before we see
No,
our audience
just
again
that,
next week.
no, nothing. Just that, when you are preparing for retirement, make sure that you are really well prepared. And once you retire, make sure that you retire happily. At least that is one of our pillar first. We share our first pillar, happy. And by happy, we think of not necessarily uh, just food. It could be exercise. It could be things that make you happy. Yeah, yeah, correct.
That's
Mm-mm.
good. So we have talked about happy last week. Today is healthy. Next week we will say how to retire wise.
Nice.
Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
it's a very
And
interesting topic.
don't forget to join our Facebook group.
Yes. Also, so I'll post a link later on so people
Yeah.
can click and join. Okay. So we
Thank
see
you.
you next week.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.